Hey, it's Michael Davis, the Storytelling MD. Obviously not my typical opening for these videos. I'm at the side of the Indianapolis 500, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is an event I've attended 39 times. Now, what does this have to do with public speaking? Well, that's the subject of this week's weekly dose of public speaking medicine. Hey, this is Michael Davis, the Storytelling MD. This picture over my right shoulder is a painting that my mother made for me of the Indianapolis 500. This event is important in my life. It's one of the most important parts of my calendar every year. I went to my first race when I was 10 years old. Now, in attending last weekend's Indy 500, it occurred to me that there are many similarities between speaking and auto racing. In fact, I wrote a blog post the day after the race, which I put the link to that blog post below here. And the focus of that was about teamwork in auto racing and the similarities between that and speaking. But for this video, the focus will be the importance of practice and repetition. The Indy 500 is a 500-mile race, 200 laps at the Speedway. Every month in the middle of May, teams gather, drivers get together, and they start practice and repetition. Now, the race itself is 200 laps, as I said. Drivers will put in many more times that, maybe 1,000 laps during the month to get ready for this race. Why do they do that? Well, because in racing there are so many variables. Weather conditions, traffic conditions. Sometimes you're driving by yourself for a few seconds on the course. Other times you're bunched with other cars. Change of speed, pit stops, all types of issues come up. And the more the drivers can practice those various situations, the better prepared they are when they come up in the race. Clearly, with the race going on and the $2.5 million winner's purse on the line and really being immortal in your sport, that's a lot. You got to be ready for it. And you can't prepare for every possibility, but the more you can practice and rehearse, the better you'll be prepared when things come up that you didn't expect. Does this sound at all like public speaking? In working with some of the best, Hall of Fame speakers, world champions, award-winning Las Vegas entertainers, I've discovered that what sets them apart is their preparation. Can you be ready for every potential outcome when you speak? No, it's impossible. Things will come up from time to time you just never imagine. But there are conditions that you can prepare for. The temperature of the room, a crowd that's not so friendly, a crowd that maybe is overly friendly, having your time cut short when you're at an event. Maybe the organizer says, hey, we know we gave you 60, but can you do 30? All kinds of issues come up. How can you be ready for those? Practice and rehearse. Get feedback, make adjustments, practice and rehearse again. And it could be something as simple as maybe raising an eyebrow when you make a funny line to see what kind of response that raised eyebrow will bring. Or perhaps it's how you pause. You make an important point, and maybe in your early rehearsals you're only pausing for a second and you're not getting the response you want from the audience. Well, try making that important point and maybe stretching that pause out for 3 seconds. Although if you can hear my dog barking in the background and the lawnmower outside, the pause isn't as effective on this video as it would be in front of an audience. But you get my point. Practice all these different ideas. Where are you going to be on stage? Your vocal variety, facial expressions, silence, all those play into it. So what does the Indianapolis 500 have to do with speaking? A lot more than you think. It's practice and rehearsal that gets the drivers ready when the race starts. And if you don't think practice and rehearsal make a difference, this year's race was decided by 0.2 seconds, literally a car length. If any member of that team had not done his job, perhaps the winner might not have finished first. He might not have even finished second, might have finished third, fourth, or fifth, and his face would not be going on that trophy that goes to the winner every year. Practice, drill, and rehearse. That's the key to being a speaker who is memorable. Look forward to talking with you in the next video.